Good day, students. Our lecture today in GSC 123 is Introduction to Computer Studies 1. In our last lecture, we looked at history of computer and the generations of computer. We said that human beings were doing their work by themselves until tribes and nations began to grow. Works figures became too complex and man started looking for better ways to perform calculations because man is prone to error, calculations is slow, and many other reasons. And a lot of changes took place. In 5000 BC, abacus was produced by the Babylonians, and this continued by mathematicians and scientists producing one calculating device or the other, like John Napier's bone, Leibniz machine, Pascal machine, and many others, till Charles Babbage produced the analytical engine. And based on these changes, we have 5 generations of computer. The first generation consists of vacuum tube technology, second generation transistors, third generation computers, integrated circuits, fourth generation miniature chips, and the fifth generation, which is fully thousands of chips, miniature with high speed, low speed dissipation of heat, low heat dissipation, and a lot of speed, high quality features that mark the era of a high technology achievement. Here we have what we call artificial intelligence, an expert system where computer can behave like human, like the robots, and many places where computer can make inferential judgment like an expert system. Today we are looking at classification of computers. Computer has undergone series of changes that there are a lot of ways one can wish to classify the computer. We have classification of computer based on the size and the capability. We have classification based on purpose or functionality of that computer. We have computer classification maybe based on the number of microprocessor or the type of microprocessor, and many ways. Today we are first looking at classification based on size and capabilities. Computer can exist in several sizes. This ranges from what we call the supercomputers, the mainframe or the macrocomputers, mini computers, microcomputers, and the smallest one we call the portable computers. The supercomputers are those very giant computers that some are even larger than the size of a very large room, that can be used for very high sophisticated computer activities. Some of them are used like in weather forecasting, in where cars are being assembled for big and effective, expensive and speedy activities that they can perform. We also have what we call the mainframe computer, which is a little bit lower than the supercomputers, but they are very large in size, bigger than a transformer. They can assist to do a lot of work. They can even be used for networking and many other activities. Typical example of mainframe computer is IBM 370. We also have what we call the mini computer, which is a little bit smaller than the mainframe computers in every activity, in size, in price, in the type of work it can achieve, and others. We also have what we call the microcomputers. The microcomputers are those computers that can easily carry about. They can be on top of your desk. We call them desktop, desk size, and many sizes you can use in the lab, your personal computer at home. They are all grouped under the microcomputers. Then the portable computers are your laptop, your palm side, your iPad, small computers that one can easily pocket inside the bag, can carry about for your normal computation. So in today's lecture, we've looked at different sizes, different classification of computers by size, by functionality, by the signal or capability of the computer, and many other features like the microprocessor, the number of microprocessor computer can carry. Like under the microprocessor, we have what we call the parallel computers and we have the sequential computers. The parallel computers are those that can work simultaneously, doing a lot of work at the same time. They are all a typical example of what the artificial intelligence are being used to perform their work as artificial intelligence machine. We have what we call the sequential system under this number of microprocessors. The sequential system assists the user to carry out activities that are in a sequential form, like first in, first out systems that will work in sequence. They are all grouped under the they are all grouped under the sequential systems or computers. We still have computer based on the number of microprocessors. Those that have one microprocessor can be single user computers that one person can just have and use it for your work. We have what we call the multi-user system, a system that can accept more than one user at a time or one user doing a lot of things. You can be playing your game with it, you can use it for your calculation, you can use it to compute, to program. These grouped under the multi-user computers. We have what we call the network computer, which is when you have computers that are internetworked. They are connected, whether close or far. They are having interconnectivity, having a kind of workstation where one can station at any point, use the computer, and anybody can share resources from one point to the other. This is what we mean by networked computer. Thank you.